Hello, everyone. This is Poonam Sagar at Indoindians.com. And today I have with me Yanti Nisro, who is one of our Extraordinary Awards winner. Hi, Yanti. Welcome.
Hi, Nam. Thank you. It's my honor.
So, just to give you a very short introduction on Yanti, Yanti Nisro is a visionary leader in people development, market research, and social impact. As the founder and CEO of Orson Indonesia, she empowers individuals in career and leadership growth. With a strong background in market research, she's held key roles at the Deka Group, SOMAR, and Pertpree, shaping industry standard. Beyond business, Yanti is deeply committed to social impact and works with Soroptimist International in Kemang to uplift children and women. Her work at Cardin further supports small businesses, making her a true change maker in leadership and community development. Wow. So Yanti and I know each other for over 20 years now. Yes, Yanti?
To be modest is 20 years, yeah.
Isn't it wonderful? It's said that you are a result of the people you surround yourself with. And I'm so honored and grateful to have you in my circle of friends.
Same
Thank
here.
you. So, Yanti has been recognized by the jury as an awardee in leadership and social impact. And it is because she's been at the forefront of women empowerment and their professional development. Her work in leadership training and mentorship has helped countless women advance their careers and community. In fact, she is a life coach and she helps everybody. And she's very generous with her time. In fact, she has helped me on various occasions when I needed some coaching. So, Yanti, when did you start your journey in as a transformative leader?
Thanks, Poonam. A very good question, and it's a difficult to answer. So, to be precise, there is no such a thing that when that I transform on this leadership. But I think through the journey of my career, my life, that somehow uh, the environments chose me to become a leader, or actually sometimes it's for my own benefit, and I volunteer to become a leader. For example, when I was in the university, and then we have, for example, what do you call it? A practice in the rice field, like growing rice, like plants. And then it's so hot, and I was like, oh, I have to do it. Oh, probably if I become a leader, I don't need to do all those things, but I lead the team, So sometimes like that, So like I think starting with that, and and then the journey, since I started working and until now, once I was in charge of 2000s of people in 3 countries, etc. So I think, so there's no such when I started, but growing, and become who I am now.
Wow. So, in the course of your journey in all these years, what were the top challenges that you faced?
Okay. It's Thank you. So it's challenge. Unfortunately, I'm a very positive thinking, so challenge for me is opportunity. So yes, of course, the challenge is always all the way. The opportunity is always happen. For example, dealing with the diversity, with totally different kind of people. When I first time leading in my corporate world, I was in charge of, leading senior people, which is, I was at that time, I was in 20s, and then my team's 40, 50 years old, something like that. So with the challenge, make me becoming opportunity. Oh, okay, how I deal with that. So I call myself, I'm a street smart, call it like that, because of all the challenges that I have. And then I learned how to deal with it, how to convince the senior persons, how to convince leading other countries, things like that. So yeah, so I believe without challenge you cannot grow. So I grow from the challenge. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
how
I think that's a very key lesson.
how
Yeah.
I see it.
It's a key
The
lesson that
POV.
without challenge, you cannot grow. It
Yeah,
keeps you motivated and keeps you
yeah,
growing.
yeah.
So, Yanti, what keeps you motivated other than being challenged and, to do more? What keeps you motivated?
A very good question. So how do I keep motivated? It's just I really stick into my goal of life, my vision that I want to make difference. So like that's my legacy of life before my times turns to different world. So I mean because of I stick with that every time I get up, then like okay, again, so like any things that I can make difference, then I'm so excited. And also that's why I am involved in so many organizations, because then how I can motivates me to do different things every day. So that's also motivation, I think. So because otherwise you get bored if you do the same thing all the way every day, right? So
That's true.
yeah, first of all is from self motivations. Stick with our vision mission, our own vision mission, and of course every day there is always challenge, there is always obstacles. But when you stick with that, then you fall down, get up again, fall down, get up again. That's
So,
my
Yanti, if I can ask you, what's the best advice you've ever received?
anything is possible.
Okay.
Because
That's, yeah.
yeah, why I say that, because my background is statistic actually. I used to until now actually I'm still good with mathematics. I can calculate, I can add up without calculator. So because I was born, I mean I was what do you call it, raised by my father, every single day taught mathematics. So I thought I only expert and knew in mathematics. But then learning again, learning more, learning more, learning more. So I like, as you mentioned, that now I'm becoming a life coach. It's totally different from mathematics, right? And so yeah, so I said like, wow, we can do anything basically as long as we are committed, and know what you want. Yeah. And I still don't know where I would be tomorrow. So just keep learning, keep growing. Yeah, so that's my principle.
Hey, is there a personal mantra that you live by?
Ah, I actually every day many times I like the mantra from Hawaii, Ho'oponopono. So I always,
What does that mean?
which is the mantra is, I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. So I do it
Oh,
every day to my body, my hair. Every morning, my routine ritual is I go to my garden and I do that to my trees. I say, I'm sorry, forgive me for not looking after well, and thank you for being here. I love you. And to be honest, like I'm not good in the plants, but I think because my ritual, I have orchids in almost in all my trees, blooming every year for in the past 20 years. So I believe that. So I do
wow.
that to all creatures. I mean, so grateful and thank you. I love you. That's really stick into my life.
Can you say that again? How they say it in Hawaii?
Okay, so it's called Ho'oponopono. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
So, is there if you could change one thing for women in the current scenario, what would that be?
A woman has to be, whatever the role of the woman, has to be independent. Either you are
It has
housewife,
to be independent.
yes, either you are housewife, either you are still kids, either you are students, either you are moreover career woman, you have to be independent, and then independent and confident that men and women are the same.
How important do you think is financial independence for women?
Very important, because by we are financially independent, we have the voice. So by doing that, I think our spouse respect us more. So which is very important in the marriage, right? To have the same, positions, so that we can speak up, we can be respected, as the wife, as the mother, as the family relative. So that's why I'm very what you call it, a strong and empowerment for the woman, because I myself, from my life journey, I used to be from the family, from very, very simple family. And
I see.
yeah, and since I was kid, I always have a dream to be financially independent, because by doing that, I can bring up my family, and so even now we can help many peoples, and so that's why I'm really wants other women, to do the same thing, because by financially independent, then you can make difference, because that's against back again
That's
to the objective, make difference.
making a difference. What legacy do you hope to leave behind?
So actually simple. In my visualization, when I die, people come to visit my coffin, and saying that the world's a bit different after Yanti's born. A bit different is okay. So that's my legacy. So that when I was born, and then when I die, the world's a bit tiny, tiny different. So which means I did all right.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Yanti, you do so many things. You are part of many organizations. You are a life coach. You also play golf, and you also are an avid traveler.
Yes.
Yeah. So, how do you balance all these parts of your life and
Okay.
still have such a big smile on your face?
Yeah. Yeah. I always encourage people to have balanced life. Balanced life for me means that you are involved in not too many things, but several things. By having involved in so many things that make life more colorful, and then it's beneficial to yourself, because I always say that life is like circle. When most people only have work and family, so which means when you have issues with work, it means 50% or more of your life affected, or vice versa. If you have issues with family, so it means 50% of your life is miserable, etc. However, if you have many things, that's becoming your support system. When you have issues with works, you are still stand strong, because the other system supporting you are happy. When you're happy, you are dealing with problem in anything is more clear. So you're not becoming emotional. So that's how I do life. So that's why I'm involved in many things, because then my happiness contribute to many things. So anything, one of, let's say, having issues with friends, I feel not affected because other system support is, supporting me strongly.
I think that's a wonderful way to look at life, where you have so many things. So your life is a sum of many things rather than just two or three
Yes.
things. I think that's beautiful. That's a very nice way indeed. So, just a last question. Is there a final message for the Indo-Indians community and aspiring change makers?
Ah, so really, grateful there is Indo-Indians in here in Indonesia, because that's how uh, becoming the bridge between the Indian and Indonesian people, and also at the same time how Indo-Indians making difference in Indonesia. So really hope that Indo-Indians becoming bigger, and then becoming like making difference more to people, and also can become a community, like that can growing everyone in it. So really hope that more successful.
Thank you, Yanti. We look forward to meeting you at the Women's Day Awards and meeting you in person and hearing your story there as well. Thank you
Thank,
so much for your time. It was wonderful talking to you.
thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
ma'am. Thank you. Namaste.